with that Game of Thrones spin-off bars. House of Dragon episode 5. This might be the one where I finally decide that I don't like any of the characters in the show.
That's about right.
I don't blame you.
Because I think I liked Rhaenyra, and then she's doing dumb stuff now. And so I can't support stupidity.
It's really bad,
All
dude.
of her stuff is all of the dumb.
It's bad. Like, there's really no character at this point that I want to root for.
None of them. They haven't.
And that could be good if you're like that invested into the plot and the political elements of the show. But I'm really not.
No.
And like the only person I even give any sort of slack to so far is Alicent. I feel like she got the raw deal out of everyone.
Yeah, literally.
The rawest of deals.
Like, Rhaenyra's crying, but at least she got to pick her husband technically still.
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda, and he's,
And she gets to work it out to where she gets to do what she wants anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
So I love how, we're all, there's the, hey, everyone's frowning upon, her uncle and everything. But then they're like, instead, if you just marry your cousin, it's all gonna be okay.
Yeah, dude, that's what I mentioned last week.
Like,
the difference is that Daemon is of the same house as her, right?
I mean, yes,
like they're both House Targaryen,
and I agree.
So like the throwing off comes from the fact that now she's with a different house, but they're still technically cousins. But we don't know to what degree they're cousins,
So it's her dad's sister's child.
Are you sure that's his sister?
That's his sister, because that was who was passed over for the throne initially, was his sister, because she was the oldest.
Yeah, man, I don't like read, so I didn't know all of that, man. Thanks, good job. I'm glad you read the book.
Me too. I'm very glad, because I didn't.
I'm just, my stupidity, I just roll in here every week, I say goo goo gaga baby dog shit, and then I just leave. So there was something that I didn't really pick up on, that I was watching some people talk about this show. Some people who are probably better at this than us, and they were mentioning that they said Daemon is he got the ED, he got erectile dysfunction.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So that might be why he didn't hit Rhaenyra at the house.
Jesus. I mean,
like
it might, maybe.
And then that makes sense this episode.
Yeah.
When his wife lady was like, "Yeah, you could never like come or whatever or finish."
Yeah.
Remember that one?
I do.
Yeah, no, I did. It might be some performance issues.
Yeah, so I think that's actually what it is that he can't get his shit off.
In defense.
So shout out Daemon. That makes sense though.
Not even to his niece, bro?
Bro,
that's crazy.
Why would you say that out loud in public?
Because he's a fucking weirdo piece of shit.
Levi Jeans, low self-esteem. Daemon wants to fuck his niece.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, man, I'm not really sure what's up with Daemon. I don't get how people are like, I like Daemon. That's kind of weird to me.
People are saying he's carrying the show, too, and I'm like, you are stupid.
I mean, he is the chaotic, like, evil that you need for the show to be entertaining. He always shows up and fucks shit up for someone.
Yeah.
This is a fact.
You can always count on it. It's like, oh, things are going decently. Here comes Daemon. Hey, what's up, guys? Daemon's that one uncle that shows up to Thanksgiving that you always cross your fingers he doesn't show up.
Yeah, he strikes.
It's like, fuck, please get hit by a bus today. the train's down, your plane missed, and then boom, the door kicks open. Que pasa?
He's got political conspiracy theories, takes food off your plate. He's just going off, man.
Yeah, man, that's Uncle Daemon.
Are you gonna finish that?
Oh God!
Eyeing your cousin up and down.
Yeah, bro. It's like, God damn it, Uncle Daemon. I also thought the conversation that I didn't clue into what the conversation was between Prince Lalala and Rhaenyra was.
Wow.
It's with the L. I know that much.
That was crazy what you just said.
It's fucking Prince Legolas and Rhaenyra. I didn't get what they're talking about, duck and goose and preferences, and I took it as racist. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh, so you don't like black guys?
Jesus.
I took my heart dropped.
Oh my God, you fell to your knees at a Walmart?
all the way down to the Walmart, dude. I was like, no. No.
Did you ever pick up on it, or did someone explain it to you that you saw? Or
No, motherfucker. I thought, never mind, I was going to use a different word. I'm not stupid. Once I saw him making out with a dude, I'm not an idiot. Come on now. I'm dumb, but I'm not that stupid. I picked up on it once he was like, but some people like duck a lot. And I'm like, oh, I got you, my guy. I see what's this going. Yeah, and I would say it's for content.
Oh no.
Is it wrong to say
Yes.
that sometimes gay people get a little too much invested into trying to get tea? Because that's what happened this episode. His boyfriend tried to get too much tea and died.
Yeah.
I mean, especially in that time era as well. Like, I don't know.
He could have just minded his business.
That would have been.
Yeah,
Rhaenyra cut him the deal and said, "You're good and we're good." And then he tried to be like, "No, we got to hold something over her. I'm gonna go find out if she fucked the knight." And then the knight said, "I'm gonna kill you, bitch."
Bro, he fell apart in this episode entirely.
Yeah.
Hey, remember last episode when someone was like, "Sir Kristen's pretty cool"?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
Remember that?
And then,
Yeah, my bad.
that changed pretty quickly.
Yeah, my
Because
bad.
he got mad because he was fucking with a hot girl. Rhaenyra punked his ass out on that boat, bro.
That's a fact.
Come on, let's run away together. He said, "You thought I was feeling you?"
I don't even know you.
This dude a munch.
Jesus.
Like, bro, oh my god. And he got, you want me to be your whore? She's like, yeah. Like, duh, you stupid. And he was hot about it, bro. I'm like, dude, girl, get over yourself. You're not that cold, my guy. The only reason she even fucked you is because she couldn't fuck Daemon. Like,
Yeah, that one is true.
Oh god.
As much as I hate it, it's true.
I saw a tweet from a woman about this episode.
Okay.
That says, when
Why
your
do you say
slam
it
piece
like that?
thinks... Well, because it's very important. She says, when your slam piece thinks they're more important than they are. And it was talking about Sir Kristen. And I was like, first off,
All right.
I don't know any men that use the term slam piece.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts.
That's nuts.
that terminology is crazy.
Don't get me wrong.
Slam piece.
I'm team hot. Well, I'm not team hot girl. I'm team city boys, but that's a whole nother argument. But I support my hot girls. You know what I mean? And I was just like, wow, I can't believe someone actually tweeted that, and let alone a woman. Like, I thought it would be some creepy ass neckbeard, 455 pounds, looking like Notch from fucking Minecraft.
It's just Matilda down the street walking her two dogs down the boardwalk.
Talk about slam pieces. It's kind of wild.
Oh, this is a good one. They're gonna love this one.
This one's gonna hit the demographics. It had
It obviously
numbers,
did.
so.
Yeah, I was saying obviously did. Good for her.
And then we get to the classic of Game of Thrones, which is weddings can't happen without some bullshit going on.
Yeah, ain't that
Oh
fast.
my gosh.
And I'm not sure. I don't think it was, honestly. I think we're gonna find out what happened later. Point. But I don't think it was the gay dude pulling up on Kristen was the thing that got him hot.
I don't think so either.
I don't think it was.
I think he saw them kissing, and then he had the dude in his ear going off on him, and so then he just, like, the combination of the two made him snap. And I think he wanted Daemon, but he couldn't get his hands on Daemon, and then the gay dude tried to hold him back, and then they started fighting.
Nah, maybe.
That's my best guess, but I really don't know because,
I would
You
honestly
haven't
say
got
that's
the
a pretty good guess. That
Yeah.
seems pretty logical to me.
Because there's a reason they gave us fucking Viserys' point of view and not Rhaenyra's or Kristen's for that shit.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
right.
Something happened that wasn't explained there, so.
And we'll find out next week, and that'll be the only thing that they include in an hour and 10-minute episode. 'Cause,
Honestly,
you know,
that entire wedding scene was pretty worthless, except for the fight.
Yeah.
Like, other than that, it was pretty boring, and there was no character development. I guess Daemon talking to the dude and telling him I'm coming from my city or whatever. But other than that,
Oh,
I actually rewinded.
Yeah. You mean you didn't care when Alicent walked in the middle of the king's speech in the symbolistic
I fast forwarded
green?
that part.
I see. I saw it. I was watching the wedding part. I was like, okay, is there anything cool that's gonna happen? No. 5 minutes later, no. I'm like, okay, onto my phone. I look up, the episode's ending, there's blood on the ground. I was like, yo, what the fuck happened?
I missed something.
So I rewinded and watched it. I was like, oh, probably could have just not watched it anyway.
Yeah, that very ending was something.
What, with the marriage or
Yeah, with the actual marriage ceremony.
the speed marriage so that Daemon couldn't fuck at the marriage after?
Yep.
House of Dragons is suffering from what I like to call success. Because the show's so popular they can do whatever the fuck they want and no one will care.
It's about right.
The viewership is going up. And I haven't felt like these episodes' quality has been going up.
No.
No.
Not even a little bit.
So at that point, it's just happening from word of mouth. Like, people are probably watching it who like Game of Thrones, and they're going to their homies like, hey man, remember I told you to watch Game of Thrones? He's like, yeah, but that shit's too long. Don't worry, there's a new series that's only like 4 episodes. And then people are like, oh, cool, I'll check that out. So then they're checking it out, and they're like, oh, this is kind of decent. I'll keep watching. I'm interested. And so, at this point, it don't matter what the quality is. People are going to watch it, but I'm kind of like meh so far.
I'm very
meh as well, honestly.
But I will give meh is better than hate, which the other show we're going to talk about, at this point, I don't like.
That's a fact.
That's fair.
Although I'm interested, I mean, the one thing I'm interested in seeing is, and I'm afraid, but I'm interested, is what they're going to do with the story now that the king is dead.
He died?
That's what it was at the speed wedding. He just dropped to the ground. There ain't no way he's alive still.
I think you underestimate
We'll see.
the powers of plot.
Game of Thrones isn't exactly
Nobody's dead in
one
Game of Thrones.
to do it like that, though.
That's not true.
Bro, there's a time skip. So I'm telling you now, he doesn't die until post-time skip.
There's so many people in Game of Thrones that survive that we've seen almost die on screen.
Yes, but that's much more magnificent than a dude just collapsing to the ground because he's an old
Let me
fart.
tell you the exact reason why I can explain to you right now. If he dies right now, Rhaenyra is the Iron Throne right now.
Yes,
we know that.
We know that. Yeah, we know Aegon takes it and goes crazy.
So we know for that to happen that the time has to pass. Period. That's why the time skip's involved, and they have new actors and actresses. So, and we know that the whole point of that. Well, we don't know. But I keep seeing trailers, and HBO keeps putting commercials on TV, spoiling what's going to happen later in the season.
That's so funny to me, dude.
I keep seeing it, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I'm trying to watch the show now. Have you guys seen it? Have you guys seen the trailers?
I've
the
seen them. I don't pay too much attention to them, but
no,
I've seen
neither
them.
do
Okay,
I. But...
so I won't tell you then what they're inferring happens. But basically, I know for a fact the king doesn't die and the war for the Iron Throne doesn't start until the post-time skip.
Oh, there's a war for the Iron Throne? I'm intrigued.
There's always a war for the Iron Throne.
That's a fact, actually. You make a great
There wouldn't
point.
be a Game of Thrones show without a war for the Iron Throne.
So I know what one side is. I still know what the other side is because they haven't showed us the other side yet. But I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of mad on just the House of Dragons as a whole at this point. I hope that the actresses for Rhaenyra and Alicent are great. So they're actually going to have really tough time filling in those shoes for the older ones.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what's going to go down with that.
We'll see, man. I hope they're just as good, if not better, but I don't know how you can be.
Yeah, they have the most important thing you can have as an actor, which is charisma. Like, both of them carry the scenes that they're in better than the male and adult actors. Except for arguably Daemon, because Matt Smith's like a really, really good actor, but that's not really fair.
I agree. I also think it's going to be really weird for a time skip to only affect like 2 people's actresses. Because, I mean, we know Matt Smith is still Daemon post time skip, which is fine. But they have to do something to make him look older, and I don't know if they'll fuck it up and make it look weird.
I don't think they will at all, to be honest with you. I think they'll just keep him looking the same. I read why they did the change of actors and actresses, and they said if they looked really, really young and they were like like too young, they upgraded them a little bit, but everyone else they kept because they could arguably play whatever range they want.
Yeah.
Right.
Which doesn't make sense to me because like it's gonna look off when Viserys looks the same age, but his daughter looks 20 years older.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I actually think they've done a fairly decent job with him. A fairly decent job with him looking older, even though his actor hasn't changed age.
Have they made him look older, or does that actor just look fucking old? There's two differences.
Some of both, but at the beginning he looked younger.
I don't believe so. He looked old as hell the whole time. I see that dude a lot. He just looked old. Matt Smith just looked weird.
Damn, man.
I don't know what it is about his face. I don't know if it's the eyebrows, the lack thereof, or what, but something about his facial structure and like the malleableness of his skin throws off like his entire facial look for me. He looks like you could peel his face off, and I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Does he have like the what's homie's name from Harry Potter? Does he have that syndrome where he just has
not the small face.
He has all of his face in one tiny section of his of his head.
He just have the Dudley small face.
The Dudley, thank you. That's what I was trying to think.
He has a different issue, but the Dudley small face is crazy. Like that dude has like a fucking 2x2 box where his whole face is constructed.
It's fucked up.
It's like you try to draw a face on a post-it note and then you put it on a head.
Holy shit.
Sorry. I don't look pretty. I don't know why I'm talking. I'm an ugly son of a bitch, but I mean, you're on my screen, so I have to make a comment here and there. House of Dragons is meh. Thank you, and thank you for coming to my TED podcast.
Only have 5 episodes left because this is a 10er.
Yes, sir.